Welcome back to the RPG Talk Show. We're going into traps and riddles. What type of nonsense do you have for me today?
Well, I have good news for you.
Uh-huh.
It's not a word puzzle.
Yay!
A word is involved, but it's not a word puzzle.
Okay.
All right. This is Traps and Riddles, which we take from Dungeon Magazine 108.
Mm-hmm.
It was written by, it's Challenge of Champions 5.
Yeah.
There were a total of 6 Challenge of Champions modules made,
Mm-hmm.
none of which was made for 5th edition.
Right.
But we're making that do.
Actually, I don't believe any of them were even made for 4th edition.
I'm not so sure about Challenge of Champions 6.
Okay.
But again, I think maybe not.
Right.
I think maybe Jonathan M. Richards, who wrote all of these, like a lot of people, didn't want to deal with 4th edition.
When I say that 4th edition was was not popular and was very destructive to the environment, it isn't just the mechanics. It damaged a lot of reputations and a lot of relationships.
Yeah, I did play 4th edition in the stores because that was what was being run at the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy any books.
I did buy books, and I did play them as well, but the level of destruction that I saw 4th edition cause, for me, it was unparalleled.
Yeah.
The OGL nonsense that went on after 5th edition, nothing compared to what 4th edition did.
We can make that a just talking topic.
Yes, we can. But traps and riddles.
Traps and riddles. So Jonathan M. Richards wrote all 6 of them. The artwork for this particular one is done by Andrew Hu and Arnold Zhang.
Yeah.
Cartography by Rob Lazzaretti. Dungeon Magazine 2004, issue 108, volume 13. No, that's 18. Number 3. And the rules are as follows. Each Challenge of Champions is a series of 10 scenarios designed to test the adventuring group's leadership, adaptability, and cohesion. Scenarios are equally difficult for everyone, regardless of level. The rules are as follows. Team members must wear only regular clothing. Any weapons, armor, gear, or magic items needed for the scenario will be provided. Spellcasters can have no spells memorized or prepared. All spells used in the contest are cast through rings of spell storing or wands, as this allows all spells to be cast at the same level and negates any advantage higher level casters have over lower level ones. Familiars or magical companions are not allowed in the contest. A hint can be given for half points. The team has 15 minutes to accomplish each scenario. Any gaming rules needed will be using the core 2024 Dungeons & Dragons rule set.
Right. So, I have 4 characters. All of them are level 4 for the purposes of game rules. We have, and this is based off of the standard, loadout for Dungeons & Dragons, which is a fighter, wizard, cleric, and rogue. They're the classic ones. So we've got Michael Wild Dog Surleon, which is the champion fighter.
Yes.
That's my warrior. We've got Joannie the Firehearted Nyzanthar, who's our evoker wizard. Geraldine Golden Dawn, the life cleric of Spokane, Greyhawk god of sea, weather, and navigation. That'd be my cleric. And last but not least, we've got Scotty Quickflash, the thief in the local guild.
Excellent. So this particular one, which is number 9.
9.
Scenario number 9 of 10. This is called 9 Strokes. I'm a Luther, says the guild rogue in charge of the 9th scenario. I hope you guys like puzzles, because that's pretty much what this next scenario is all about. Come on into the room, and I'll explain what you'll be dealing with.
Okay.
You follow inside a 10-foot square room, and shuts the door behind you, locking it. This door is now officially off limits. Luther informs you, your task is to make your way through the door over there. Luther points to a blank wall in front of you. You see no door, just the outlines of the word exit in green, yellow, blue, and red. Of course, it's a magical door, It's not really even there yet. To make it appear, all you need to do is put these puzzle pieces in the correct locations. So here is your exit sign.
Uh-huh.
And these are your puzzle pieces.
Okay.
Now, you need to put those puzzle pieces in the correct locations to spell out the word exit. Here, you be the green guy, he says, handing out a small bag of green metal puzzle pieces of various shapes and sizes. You can be yellow, he says, handing out a bag of yellow puzzle pieces. And you can be blue, and you can be red. So each of you has one set of colors. Because you're doing it alone, I just mixed up the colors.
Yeah, I saw. But it allows me to sort them.
Yes. Only got one thing to explain, and that's the name of the scenario. No doubt you've noticed the names have all started with a number, huh?
Yes.
Well, this one's no different. 9 strokes. Anybody know why?
No.
It's because it takes 9 strokes to write the word exit in capital letters. Okay, kind of a stretch, I admit, but I guess old Farthingale wanted to keep the pattern alive. You guys ready? Then go! You have 15 minutes.
Okay. So my reputation as an artist is, in jeopardy now.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all about pattern recognition.
See, I do have decent pattern recognition, just, not all patterns. So we've got a green E, a blue X, a orange I, and a purple T. And right now I am trying to, well, let's get this down here.
Yeah, it would be better if people could see the puzzle, and if you probably can zoom in on it because it's kind of small.
Let's see here.
I wanted to make these bigger puzzle pieces, and I normally go for you to resize everything.
Yeah.
And, well, that's cheating.
That'd be cheating. Speaking of asynchronous information. Let's see here. Them also being on cardstock probably would have helped a bit.
Yeah. Well, somebody was lazy and didn't do that first. And I really should have went through the trouble to make it bigger.
Okay. Let's see here. What is that? Come on. Flip. Okay, that's blue. Okay. So I'm noticing some angles here.
You know what these are called?
Puzzle pieces?
Tanagrams.
Tanagrams? Do you know why they're called tanagrams?
There was a puzzle game where you try to make certain shapes out of the tanagrams. And so you are trying to make a shape out, a design out of these tanagrams.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. This is going to be one of those where having multiple people would actually help.
This is definitely one that was designed for 4 people to input their ideas.
Or at least just, workload.
Well, yeah, workload, but also more people looking for pattern recognition is better than 1.
Yes. Ooh, okay. I like this, what I see here. I'm trying to start with tea. Because it's at the end. And the faster I get them out of the way, the less confusion I will have. Do you know if there are missing pieces?
I know that there are not.
There are not. And by missing pieces, I mean, will there be holes?
No.
No. Okay. Then, I'm trying to make a T here. Okay, I feel like that's going to be the top. Let's try to put that there.
So, I'm going to count as the person who's helping you.
Yeah.
Do all the purple pieces fit in the X? Or the T, I mean.
No.
Is there enough to fill up the T?
No.
Okay.
So, we're dealing with a situation now where I don't think there are enough purple ones to. Is there a hint
Yes, do you want it?
for half points?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignore the colors.
Wonderful. Ignore the colors. I want to point out that this was going to be difficult even if the colors were accurate. Okay.
Oh, I know. It's actually written in the module that this could be frustrating.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
And I hope you don't mind my talking to you while you're doing this.
Oh, absolutely not.
Because
We
don't want a lot of dead air.
No, we don't. Let's see. In that case, I am going to try and work on the X.
Okay.
Because the X has some very sharp angles.
It does.
It does. And let's see. This is frustrating.
That time constraint is a pain.
It absolutely is. Okay, so I like this one being here because it covers that corner fairly well. But knowing my luck at this point, it is in the wrong spot. How much time do I have left?
6 minutes, 48 seconds. 7, 5, 4.
Jeez. Is there anything that can handle that corner? Unless it's this. No. That work? No. Oh, can't even see this on the screen.
Oh, that's a shame.
This is what I'm dealing with right now.
Okay. Would it be better to move the camera behind you?
No.
Okay.
That, and I don't want to eat up time.
Yeah. It's not like I would pause the time for you to reset the camera.
Let's see. Let's see. I wonder if I can get this. See, I know part of the issue here is me just manipulating the pieces.
It is, which is why I wish I could have made this so much bigger for you. When I printed it and saw how small these things were going to be, it was like, oh God, I don't even have the time to fix this.
Yeah, that and the cardstock would make it so that it's easier for me to pick up.
Yep. So I'll give you a little extra time to make up for my errors.
Uh-huh.
So I'll give you an extra 5 minutes.
I appreciate that. I don't know if it will matter.
It would have been fun. I mean,
Uh-huh.
if I had the things, you make it all bigger, and then I put them all on a magnetic.
Oh, that would have helped because they're also sliding around.
Mm-hmm. Besides that, that would actually more accurately fill it in because
Mhm.
these things are supposed to be on a wall.
Yeah. This does feel like a very accurate, like, oh, you're in an exit room. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta solve this.
I think in-game puzzles are better than riddles for realism.
Yeah,
I mean, riddles are fun, but in real life, they make the worst security systems.
they do.
I mean, it's like knowing a password.
Mm-hmm.
But if I give you a hint as to what my password is, that could be damaging.
It can.
Of course, this isn't actually even supposed to be a realistic scenario because it's just a contest.
It is. And even for this, I feel like I'm floundering now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not a word puzzle.
There we go. Get that out. Because for 15 minutes, this, I at least want to demonstrate, how, you know,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
I completely understand.
how difficult 15 minutes and on a timer for this is.
Well, 15 minutes on a timer and no assistance
Yeah.
when this is designed to be tackled by four people corroborating.
Yeah. I'm wondering, do those line up? No. What about like that? Just go ahead and let me know when
you ran out of time?
when I've ran out of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will give you a 5-minute warning, though.
I at this point I don't think it'll matter.
Okay.
At this point, I feel like it's going to be, well, I still failed, but I want to know how many I got right.
Oh, you'll see. Because I have the solution here, and I will show it to you.
Uh-huh.
And, of course, I'll show it to the audience. And feel free, members of the audience, to write in the comments or send us an email telling us if you would have done better. If you think you can solve one of these. Heck, maybe at some point I'll have you on as a guest and give you a riddle.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, I have stated that I feel like I do better with your homemade riddles than this.
I also don't give you any time limit.
Right. I feel better with I mean, I talked a big game about I'm an artist. And now I'm floundering. But in terms of conceptualizing and working through ideas and whatnot, I know I'm pretty good with that. But I'm allowed to be creative. Okay. Was that?
That's the standard. And I said I was going to give you
5 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. When I'm allowed to be creative, this is not creative. This is procedural.
Yeah.
This is not creative one bit.
And like I said, this is a pattern recognition puzzle. But they've done everything in their power to make it hard. It's not like they're all the same colors. The different colors and the colors of the background are designed to make it harder to recognize the patterns.
Yeah. And one of the reasons why I'm oftentimes hesitant to ask for a hint is, like I found out, like, okay, yeah, ignore the colors is one thing, but it's not. It doesn't really help. That's one thing that I'd eventually found out that okay, I was working on the T, and it ended up being purple, and
realizing there wasn't enough pieces to make a T.
Yeah. In fact, if I was just using purple, there wasn't enough to make any of the letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if there's a rhyme or reason to the patterns, I don't have it yet. I don't know if there is a rhyme or reason. It's why one of the reasons why I have been trying to figure out, like, what is the pattern to all of this?
You aren't going to be able to find a logical pattern other than
these random shapes go together.
Yes.
That's what I figured. Yeah. How much time?
3 minutes and 17 seconds.
Yeah. This is rough. I like these two. I feel like, let's see here. I feel like there's also like a trend with some of these where, okay, the patterns, you have to put everything together, but at least everything tends to be left, right, up, or down. But okay. I feel like this is also going to be angles as well.
I'm going to give you another hint.
Uh-huh.
No two pieces that are touching each other. Well, I wouldn't say touching each other, but because there can be a point-to-point touch.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you won't be putting two pieces of the same color together.
Uh-huh. There it is. Yeah. There it is.
Again, the colors might touch point to point, where two angles come together, but they won't touch side to side.
Yeah, which means the one that I had up here, I had to remove because it's not going to work anymore. I wonder if that will fit there. No, that is not fitting there. Not like that there. And that is going to be a corner. No. No. I like that. That's for the eye. Which means these two don't go together. I'm wondering if Jonathan Edmund Richard is currently working for, some black ops site to torture people.
No, he's working for Purple Ops.
It's like, I'm going to give you some macaroni pieces. Go ahead and make this picture. The trick is you had to find some way to, soak all of them in some type of water first. But I'm not giving you the water. You should assume that because I'm giving you this on a rainy day that you use the rain.
Nope, you're just going to have to put each piece in your mouth.
Yeah. No, that's green. That can't go there. Okay.
Yep, your extra 5 minutes didn't help. But
was anything correct?
You tell me.
I'm claiming this one.
I would claim
I'm
that
claiming
too.
this one.
I would too, because it really can. It doesn't have to be exact.
Right.
It just has to fit.
Yeah, it just has to fit. And X's and I's and T's. And this is one of the issues because we're dealing with 4 symmetrical, letters in some way, and the X is the most symmetrical one there because it is rotational and symmetrical across 2 different axes.
Right.
Oh, that hurt.
Well,
This has been one unending exercise in attacking my pride.
It's okay. You didn't have any to begin with.
You see, that's the thing. I did have some pride. Okay.
then you got.
And then I got this nonsense.
Yeah, the wrong side of traps and riddles.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to admit something. In 15 minutes by myself. Even having read all of these in the past. I don't know if I could solve them.
Right.
In time.
Here's the thing. I feel in 15 minutes I couldn't cut those things out.
No, I could give my wife an hour to do that.
Okay. You know what? I don't care. I'm rolling dice. I roll a natural 20. I failed successfully. Okay. So we have after this unboxing.
Yes.
And we have. This has been waiting for a while.
It has. We got it. Well, this is Dungeon Crate. It's the one that I personally use. Well, it's the one we opened with my family first.
Right. Your family has not gone to this one.
Now, first thing I think we should point out for Dungeon Crate is this is the first time the crate has arrived in a bag.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not, that's why I left the bag on, because this is new for Dungeon Crate.
Oh, wait, no. Did you guys get into this already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why it was so easy for me to open. Okay.
I told you we. Now, what else do you notice?
The box is white.
Yeah. So did they run out of prints?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because this also means no coins.
I'm sorry.
But I got so many coins now.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't found anything I wanted to spend them on.
Okay.
Then I might just have to ask, hey, can I get this in exchange for 200 coins?
Yeah. So we have The Carnival of Crimson Twilight by David Harvey.
Yeah.
A system-neutral adventure for fifth level adventures. For fifth level characters.
Right?
We don't need to see that.
Nope. They can use their own code.
Yeah. We've got
Because I
cat
get
paper.
10% off on my purchases by using that code, as well as getting the background stuff.
You've got Savage Worlds, and this is... It's called a Bone Fiend.
Yeah. That is a good one I might use at some point.
Yeah. I feel like that can also work for a swarm of zombies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we have paint that goes with it. That is tanned leather. I'm not sure if I would use that for the bones. I've tried painting bones before, and it needs more than one color.
It does.
Yeah,
But tan leather makes a good shadow
it does.
on the white surface.
I'd probably try to get into like the little cracks and whatnot. So I'd probably do a wash of it and then wipe off the rest so that at least it's in the cracks.
Mm-hmm.
So we have in here this. That is a good. That's a good, paintbrush.
Yeah, it's not the most expensive quality one.
No.
But it is a very fine tip.
Yes.
And
I'm trying to get this thing out. And it's got the thing for
the grip.
For the grip. There we are.
Because if you're trying to have a stable hand, you don't want that brush rolling between your fingers.
Well, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking less about it rolling in my fingers and how should I put it? Because if I'm back here, I already have that.
Right, that's what I mean by the rolling.
Yeah. Sometimes I want to roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's certain effects where, like, if I want a swirl, I don't want to go like that. I'll, twist it and get the swirl in that way, and I can get certain effects. But take a look at how thin that is.
Yeah, it is a nice 0.00.
Oh, yeah.
I think it even says the zeros on the side of it.
Yeah. Quintuple zero.
Yeah.
Quintuple zero. And a orange marker.
Now, I already have the black markers for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to have an orange one, because this is the first time they've offered us one. This is a wet erase.
Okay, good.
Let
the adventure begin.
And so far, they've only given us black. This is the first time they give us another color.
Mm-hmm.
And this makes great for fine lines.
Yes.
As opposed to most of your wet erase and dry erase markers that seem to be bigger.
Mm-hmm. I believe this is spots to store your paint in.
Well, I actually think it's spots. It's a palette.
It's a palette.
Right. So you don't store your paint in there.
Yeah,
you mix your paint.
You mix your paint in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Although I feel like this is a bit flimsy, but
they gave us two.
Yeah, I know, but individually, even together, I feel like it's a bit flimsy.
Well,
but
I
then
wouldn't
again,
be holding it in my hand like an old painter's palette.
Right.
I would be sitting it on the table and getting my paint from there, so it doesn't really have to be that strong.
I'm just used to having my stuff having to be abused.
Well, if you're an abusive person,
I'm an artist, and sometimes it.
That's how we do art.
Yeah, sometimes I'm quite forceful with the paints. Okay, so in here, I guess we have some dice. Ooh, these are cute.
Yeah, read the bag.
Cold Rollers. Mystery dice bag contains one set of polyhedral dice.
Right. And that's a cold color. It looks like ice, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think this would work very well with the one adventure for the romance one in the with the Fae that we
think it, yes, that is a snow one.
yeah
I also think it would do the module that goes in the cold area.
yeah
Yeah.
ooh
Any winter-based story.
yeah. We've got some nice we've got a sorcerer sticker and a dragon and knight sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stickers are always fun.
Yeah.
Um,
there is
like I said, stickers are fun.
oh yeah. There is this though.
That is a cool item.
This is okay. It comes with its own pen. And how much are these crates?
36, 35, 36.
36?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the pricey item in there.
I think so.
Yeah. And
what are those boxes and lines at the top?
this is a date book. This is a date book. Yeah. It's got Monday through Sunday and weather and memo. So, is this why you brought up timekeeping?
No.
So this is entirely coincidental.
Yeah.
This would be another.
I was driving the car thinking about what topics, and the word initiative clicked into my brain.
Uh-huh.
So I said, okay, let's do initiative. And then when you're talking about initiative, you really have to keep about tracking time.
Yeah.
So that's where that came from.
Mm-hmm. I had a thought because this reminded me. If you
Great character journal.
not only that, but this is something that I'd give to the druid.
Right.
If there's a druid in the party, have them generate the weather every time.
Also, the game master, of course, could use that for plotting events.
Yes. So I'm going to put everything back in here because we have an adventure. So,
Yep. Let's talk about that. First, show the back cover.
Mm-hmm. This is there we go.
Black and white version that you can color yourself.
Mm-hmm. It is Halcyon. Their homebrew world.
Yep. And in the world of Eberron, Halcyon's one of the name of the ships.
Okay. So, this is Carnival of Crimson Twilight. This adventure is built for 5th edition for Shadow Dark Adventure Summary. There we go. The Harvest Festival brings celebration to the farming town of Ambervale until a traveling carnival arrives and ritual murders begin. Bodies are found, drained of blood, and carved with infernal symbols. Fear spreads quickly, and the townsfolk turn on the carnival performers. In truth, a cult of desperate villagers is preparing a final sacrifice beneath the carnival's big top. The party must uncover the truth, survive growing paranoia, and stop an infernal entity from manifesting during carnival's final performance.
Now, I noticed from the artwork that this is set in the fall.
Yes.
It's obviously a harvest festival.
Mm-hmm. And they have, GM knowledge. A small cult of townfolk have made an infernal pact.
You want me reading that out loud?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. This is going to be the, asymmetrical information.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was meaning for... okay. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. A small cult of townfolk have made an infernal pact, believing sacrifice will bring prosperity and relief from hardship. They intend to complete their final ritual during the carnival's closing performance. Objective: uncover the plot, identify the killers, stop the final ritual beneath the big top. Failure: The infernal entity manifests, binding souls and leaving Ambervale permanently scarred, even if the party survives. The party should be encouraged to interact with the carnival games, workers, and attendees, rewarded adventurers with clues about ongoing events at the carnival. Okay, they've got key NPCs, and what I appreciate is they're giving, right in the red area, the GM notes.
No, yep.
Yeah.
One of the things, of course, the very first thing I noticed about this module is the size of it.
Yeah, this is big. I feel like this could be like a carnival pamphlet as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that was intentional, but
it is significantly larger.
It is
the prints that we normally get. Is this a trend? I don't know.
I also feel like there's been less artwork.
Yeah, there is less artwork. So that means there's more crunch and story.
I don't know, because the size of the
print
is large as well. I mean,
is this because
on the larger side.
People were complaining
I don't know.
that small print, or I felt the print was appropriate. You know what? I'm going to grab one of the old modules. I'll be right back.
Yeah, mind you, there is at least 2 very good pieces of artwork. There's that is beautiful. Well, it's grisly, but it's well detailed.
And
there was a front.
Yeah, I also think that's your map.
Yeah, that's my map. But they don't have grid sizes on here.
No, they don't. In the print version, the ones that you get with the other stuff,
yeah,
does do the print version. So,
and this is Dungeon Crate.
Yeah. So here's a GM screen from one of them, and here is it's a different story, but that is the standard size of the modules.
Yeah. And I can tell the difference in quality here. And
it's slicker paper.
It's slicker paper
on the small one.
Print size is
more
different.
The size of the fonts is significantly larger.
Yes. And
for a lot of people, that's a good thing.
It is.
And what do we call that in RPG research?
That would be accommodations.
Correct.
For visually impaired. There's like this one has a grid map for the. Just checking to see if there is
an easy code. I would like to look up to see if I can.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
If they have a gridded one for us to play with.
Yeah. I want to see what's going on next time, because I would hate for this to be, between the white box and this, if it's a downturn in quality. I would hate for that.
My theory is, and I haven't looked it up or talked to anybody, but my theory is that it is they ran out of boxes, and then next month it'll be the original boxes.
Okay, hopefully.
Because I collect those boxes.
Yeah.
Again, let's look.
They've been very useful.
Let's look again the difference between their boxes and their old boxes.
Yeah.
Which ended. We only have one example of the white box. The last time we had a white box, it was a regular Dungeon Crate box turned inside out, so it's white side out.
Yeah.
And a big Christmas bow on it.
Okay.
But this is no art. Now look, the box is bigger.
Yeah.
Compare it the lengthways to each other.
They are exactly the same length, but this is
wider.
This one is thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the white one is taller. Yeah. Hopefully this is just a fluke.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
There's supply chain issues throughout the world right now.
Yeah. There, there are, for example, I don't know if this was a decrease in quality due to, for example, the tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is affecting everything. Was there anything else to unbox? Because with the exception of that, it's just me going through the
Module.
module.
Right. So what was in the crate? Faux leather mini journal and gel pen.
Yeah.
Mystery RPG dice set dungeon crate exclusive.
Yes.
Bone Fiend miniatures figure.
Yeah. Got that.
Master Series core color paint Reaper's miniature.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a mystery color. You don't even know what color you're going to get.
Yeah, we got tan leather.
Yeah, which is a good color.
Yeah.
It's appropriate for the mini we got.
Yeah, it is.
But it's random. We could have gotten purple.
True.
The wet erase marker, the mini paint palettes,
Mm-hmm.
Crimson level 5 Venture, a few modifications, trusty core rulebooks you can play nearly any fantasy role-playing system. The Harvest Festival begins. You already read that. Langa pipe, the stickers.
Yeah. Do they reference anything about it being in a white box?
Not on this part, but I can look somewhere else. I'm going to click on the link for the digital adventure tokens and maps, and they actually mention that there's a grid one.
Okay.
We have Boss Battle, Carnival Night, Twilight, cover art, the old PDF, Halcyon map, locations, VTT tokens for some of the characters, and let's take a look at the Boss Battle map and see if there's a gridded version allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Because the picture I'm seeing
Mm-hmm.
only has it gridded.
But is it a version of this one?
It is. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to download it.
Because I'm also trying to not go through a lot of the
Dropbox.
details.
I don't want to use Dropbox.
Mm-hmm.
How come I can copy the Dropbox or I can download. And if I want to download, I have to sign into Dropbox, which I don't use.
Yeah. One thing, though, that I'm seeing in here is they've got, for example, right now they've got Xerxes, the Severed Accord, and we've got stats for 5th edition.
Mm-hmm.
And they have notes in here for conversions.
Right.
So, Shadow Dark RPG conversion notes. And Pathfinder. So, I'm familiar with the 5th edition. He's got a CR challenge rating of 7. And when we're coming to Shadow Dark, use Xerxes as a boss monster. His AC is 15, which for Dungeons and Dragons, the armor class, if it's the same type, is in terms of rules placement or use, armor class goes from a 16 in Dungeons and Dragons to a 15 in Shadow Dark. Hit points is 80 to 90 in Shadow Dark. and 136 for hit points in D&D. 2 attacks, 1d8 plus d6 fire. Are there even attacks here? Ah, there we go. 2 attacks with his Infernal Lash.
Mm-hmm.
2d8 and 2d6, so they drop by a d6. With special regenerates unless ritual is destroyed, or deals 1d6 necrotic damage per round. Morale unbreakable while ritual remains intact. And in Pathfinder, treats Zorexis as a unique fiendish outsider, emphasize regeneration tied to terrain object, force movement on a hit, or based attrition, reduce overall action economy if running Pathfinder 2nd Edition, single reaction per round. And then they go into the resolutions. So I feel like this would be a good example of how to convert monsters across systems.
Yeah. I'm going to say that I do not like the fact that this is requiring me to sign into Dropbox because I don't want to use Dropbox.
Yeah. Also taking this time to, because generally their adventures are pretty short.
Yeah, the PDF is just the same as they don't have a gridded version. And I don't see anything in the Adventures Guild, but I think there's another Dungeon Crate one.
Mm-hmm.
The public-facing one.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find that.
So I'm looking at just the way that they're breaking things down, and they have these listed in events. So there's events. There's really only 4 events in here. And it looks like the first 2 are to establish a pattern. The second one is following up on the pattern,
right.
And then the finale.
That makes sense. That's a 3-act.
Or at least a 4-act structure. Because it was just, the first event is the first murder. And if it was just that, then they wouldn't know that, no, this is, for example, you're dealing with serial killers. It's not a serial killer if they're only doing a single murder. Unless the thing that they're killing is like cereal brands where they're eating all the, what is it? Rice Krispie treats. Or Rice Krispies. Or Fruit Loops.
I am not seeing a article about this last one that was sent out.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look like they posted anything.
Okay. Now
about the change.
You and your family opened this. Did you guys discuss the change in quality much?
Well, we did. I thought it was great to have the bag.
Yeah.
Because as you see on the bag, the post office likes to write on them.
Yeah.
On my packages.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not like when they write on my Dungeon Crate one. Now, they've gotten a little better about it.
Yeah. So, for example, they wrote right here. Try not to...
Sometimes they'll write on there, but they'll write in the dark spots, so it's harder to see.
Yeah.
But a lot of the early ones they're writing, these little spots right here where I'm putting labels,
yeah,
they would write in there. And why are you ruining my box?
Mm-hmm.
And now I cover those with colored tape
Yeah.
and then write the labels on them. Now, Dungeon Crate, by the way, in case you didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
is at 6404 Maple, Omaha, NE,
Nevada. Or no.
Nebraska.
Nebraska. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's in Nebraska. He's got a walk-in store. So he has the Loot Crate, his online store, and a hobby shop.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go in there and do events and things like that. Unfortunately, I did not find anything referencing this month's crate.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't explain why they did this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hope that it is a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Keep the bag if you want, because that at least protects my box from the weather
Yeah.
and protects it from the postman, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the bigger module format
Mm-hmm.
because it is easier to read.
Yeah. That and for example, I know that this is a higher quality material, but I also know that for example, people with stigmatism have problems reading this.
Right.
So, for example, there's a friend that I have who has astigmatism.
Mm-hmm.
He would love to read comic books, but because the comic books have
Small fonts.
no, it's not the small fonts, it's the shiny paper.
Yes. The lack of shiny paper, actually, I felt was a good decision.
Yeah.
I prefer more of a matte finish
Mm-hmm.
when I'm trying to read things. It's the reason that your textbooks weren't written on shiny paper.
Yeah. There are benefits to it. Like I know that. Having the front be that protects it.
Yeah.
But interior, save on some money, make it matte. There are benefits to it. I mean, yeah, it'll be.
Yeah, making the cover shiny is one thing. Making the map itself shiny is one thing, because I think the players are going to cut that out.
Yeah. For the pieces that are going to take a lot of abuse, yeah, reinforce it. But the interior doesn't necessarily need to be, of the same quality.
Right.
Yeah. And, you can save some money there, and it'll be easier for other people to read. Because, as I said, if you have astigmatism, then they're seeing multiple points of light, and that could be an absolute nightmare for them to read.
Now, I can't tell you the year that Dungeon Crate started, but I was there.
Yeah.
I was in on the first or second box. I've been there. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I was in there on the first box.
Yeah.
And over the years, I've gotten to meet Wayne in person at Gen Con.
Yeah.
He's been a great supporter of our conventions. He's always sent me stuff that I could give away to the other dungeon masters as a reward for working. I would do it as a raffle because some pieces were more valuable than others.
Yeah.
I have a slight issue, and this is a lot to do with the fact that I've been there so long, is the crate was better then.
Yeah.
And part of the reason the crate was better is because it was new. It took years for him to run out of things that felt new.
Right. Not only that, but I feel like, and this is getting into a bit of economics here, but the I'm going to sound like an old fogey here, but
Mhm.
a dollar nowadays doesn't go nearly as far as it did even 5 years ago.
Right.
And
And
this is
tariffs aren't making that any better.
right. And this isn't me just going off of feelings. I actually have a spreadsheet where I track that. Yeah.
Right. I don't need a spreadsheet. I just go to
hmm
the Treasury and they'll show me.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah. It is. Yeah. The dollar doesn't go nearly as far as it used to, and it isn't just a feeling anymore. It's never just been a feeling. It has been legitimate.
Yeah.
Quality of stuff is just going down. People can't afford it anymore, and yeah, this is the loot boxes. Well, the dungeon crate. It's a luxury.
It is.
How much do you pay per month?
36.
36. $36 10 years ago goes a lot farther than $36 today.
That is true.
Yeah.
And we always have to do more with less.
Mm-hmm.
So everything got expensive. So you get less materials, but you need to do better than you did when you had a full budget.
Yeah. Yeah. And have you always paid about $36 for them?
Yeah, this price hasn't changed for me
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Yeah. So I would estimate that to get back to the quality that you were at the very beginning, you probably have to bump it up to 50.
Maybe.
But then that prices people out because people don't have as much money as they used to.
And like this one show, this was a really good quality box.
Yeah.
One of the things that I said is because I'm getting some of the same things over and again.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was a new person, this
Yeah.
would be all brand new and more exciting.
Yeah. There is the novelty aspect of it.
Yeah. I don't get as much novelty as I did.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy all the modules.
Yeah.
My players enjoy the modules. But, what's another bookmark?
Yeah.
Or we now get a set of dice with each box.
Are you the dice hoarder legitimately complaining about getting more dice?
No, I'm not complaining. It's not a complaint.
That's like just making sure of that.
I'm just saying that it's now tradition that every box comes with dice.
Yes.
Now, previously, that wasn't the case.
Mm-hmm.
It does mean that my hoard continuously grows.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to a store and they try to sell me dice, I'm like, no, you can't sell me dice.
Yeah.
I have 50 boxes, unopened boxes of dice.
Yeah.
I have 12 sets of dice a year.
Mm-hmm.
And getting more dice is just greedy.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping that we see a return to form for next month with them.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm hoping that they're doing well because I'd hate for them to, go under.
Well, I don't think there's any chance of them going under.
Okay.
Because they have the store now,
Mm-hmm.
a physical store that if for some reason Dungeon Crate disappears,
Mm-hmm.
they're still going to be making business.
Hopefully.
And, some of these things that you find in here are Dungeon Crate exclusives because they were made in-house. The modules,
Mm-hmm.
The bookmarkers sometimes are just made in-house.
Yeah.
The wooden carved things are made in-house, possibly.
Was that the same? I have an HP tracker that I use. That's made out of wood. Was that them?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't think they're in danger
Okay.
of any business things. I think this was a quirk, and I think it was caused by supply chain issues,
Mm-hmm.
not we need a lower quality to save money.
Right. Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah, don't knock on your fist. But anyways,
Yeah. But
that's what I think it is.
okay. Okay.
Now these have changed, and maybe one of these times when we're doing a just talking or an unboxing, we can go over the historical changes in the boxes.
Yeah.
Because this is not the first year boxes.
Right.
The original boxes didn't have coins on them.
Okay.
Or let alone mimic eyes.
Yes. Yeah. So we're actually running out of time now. So, this has been the RPG Talk Show, brought to you by by RPG Research in cooperation with the USS Spokane, the Inland Empire's Star Trek Fan Association. Comments, questions, and suggestions should be directed to info@rpgresearch.com with the subject line including RPG Talk Show.
Next week, our topic will be visual considerations, like I mentioned earlier.
And we touched upon that a little bit earlier.
Yeah. The week after that will be taste, smell, and or tactile smell. I think we're going to talk more about tactile during visual considerations, but tactile also could mean props that you can handle.
Yes. Yeah, but we're basically going through considerations for all the senses.
Yeah, including formatting.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll get into some other ones. It's getting close to the time because we had a 32 episode checklist for this.
Yeah.
It's getting close to the time that we need to make another 36 or 32. If I look at this here, we are actually on episode 24.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this has been 2 years.
Yeah.
Of the new format.
Yeah, I think we're on the second year of the new format. We're trucking along.
Yep.
We're trucking along.
So happy anniversary.
Yeah. See you next week. Good night.
And dream well.